It was in the middle of the collar most of the morning. That is crazy. Let's get that delivered. We could probably just hand it to him. You thought somebody woke you up?
And Kason did.
Kason did. Do you need anything to eat or drink, Bubba, before I get going?
Yeah.
What do you need, Cash?
Rice Krispies the bear.
Rice Krispie what?
Crispy.
Rice Krispies?
Crispy.
Oh, Grizzly the bear. Okay, can I kiss? I'm going to work.
And then I want some chips and then it's morning.
It is morning. It's raining.
I want some chips and then some water and that's milk.
Another milk, please. That's a rainy one today. Whew. The raincoat, of course, is in the truck. Yeah.
I want chips and milk.
How about some cereal? Chips are for lunch, okay? And you want Grizzly Cash, please? All right.
And also I want
I think we stocked back up on water. Yeah, we did. I'm gonna take the big body armor. Got a little more work done last night on the LS1 build. I got the painted intake, throttle body, and the valve covers. Got the gaskets on there and all that stuff, and the heads are torqued down. So she is getting pretty. If you're wondering what the heck that is, check out justtruckin.shop. There's an OBS, old body style 1997, that I go back and forth to from work with, and that is being given away in December. And that's the motor we're putting in it, so that's what that's about. Got to get that intake on there, but I have to heat up the boot. It won't fit over, it's just a little too tight. So we got to do that, and we still got to get that grill going. Got the powder coat and everything, just got to weld it and get it done. But right now, let's get through the rain over to the semi. My goodness, it's a wet one. Oh, jeez. I dodged this little puddle here. It's even more reason I want to get my concrete done so that I can get rid of that puddle and stuff. Jeez. Whew. It's a wet one today. Cold. It's not too cold, just a little windy. And that's the truck, guys. Old body style 97. I used to go back and forth to the truck. It's a rainy one today. Not too cold. It's 35 degrees. Not too bad though. Got some containers going out to the ports. And a little weigh station here. Sometimes this weigh station's open. There's one state patrol there, or two maybe. Just checking random guys, but not usually. It's just a small little one. We are inside of 20 miles from our first drop, and you're gonna laugh at this first load. They divided it into different loads, but this first one is hilarious. We'll see, but yeah, let's get these doors open when we get there and check it out. Yeah, there's the weigh station. Yeah, so the state patrol guy's there, but it just says closed, so I guess they just choose like, hey, we'll turn it on whenever we want. I've been probably gone through that 2 years I've been trucking, maybe 3 or 4 times. So, and I go on this road all the time. Well, we'll have to get to our first drop. Take a little right turn here, and then this is our first stop at Big Lots. Kind of satellite imaged it, and kind of see where there's a big opening to come in for the trucks. So let's see if it looks the same in person. And I might have to stop here on the way back, but this exit right here, I've stopped here a couple times because there's a Del Taco right down here. And I really actually think that I'm delivering. Might have to grab some Del Taco because they might be open soon. It's almost 10 a.m. They'll probably open at 11 though, but up here on the left is Del Taco. They don't have a lot of them out here. None of them in Greenville. I think they have one in Charlotte, I'm not sure. This is the closest one to the house, is Columbia. It's up there on the left. It kind of curves around. But I've actually made a point to stop here before just to get some burritos. They have pretty good stuff. Tacos, their chicken tacos are pretty dang good, with like some mayonnaise in there, kind of mayonnaise sauce. I don't know what it is, but And their fish tacos are pretty dang good too. So. You ever see a Del Taco? It's worth it. A little bit above the good old Taco Bell. Let's get over there. We are arrived. Now, I didn't know what direction you wanted to come in on, because most of the time there's a certain direction you want to come in on so that you can back into the docks on the other side. With the trucks facing at me like this, it doesn't give me a promising feel, but we'll see, because they'll probably deliver it somewhere else. Big Lots is back here around on the left. Let's see. Might just be them hanging out here for living down here or something, waiting. Alright, so that's the back of Big Lots with the brick building. I think we made the right call. Looks like it, because speed bump. Looks like we're going to be backing into that dock right there. Right. Bingo, we got lucky. I couldn't really tell satelliting if that was the direction we wanted to come in on. So we're going to back into that, get our doors open, go talk to some people. And if you guys see what this load is, it's pretty hilarious. This is definitely the smallest load I've ever taken. Let's see what we got. There's a big pull back there, so you want to stay far enough away so your door can swing. Come all the way around. I'm just praying we don't have to walk all the way to the front of the building to talk to somebody. It's raining out there, so I'm gonna grab my rain jacket. All right, we got the rain jacket now. Not too bad out there. And they'll give you, in your bills, when they have multiple stops, they'll give you like these little envelopes, and there's like, they staple them separate stops. So we'll just make sure we get the right one. That is not the address that we're going to. So let's see what the next one is. Oh wait, that's, okay, oh never mind, the address is in bold. I was looking at the one below it, so that is the address we're at. So let's take you apart with your awesome staple. Ooh, 2 staples. There we go. And then that's my first stop. And we got 1 more left. There we go. Put that back. Now let's go see what's back here. Come on. And hopefully someone's there to talk to us. Let's go. Oh, it's wet out here. Grab my little, there you go. I always have a couple tools on your truck. Have some of these, bank, because I got one of those seals. That's, I gotta put these bills in my jacket. Ooh, it's raining. There we go. Hopefully they got a bell to ring. But I have one of those seals. Rainy. No trees are falling though, so we're good. Okay. Please enter access code. Guess we just knock. Might have to go to the front. There's no bell to ring. There's a camera. No bell. This is our first delivery. Wowzers. That is all we got. And it slid a little bit on the pallet. It was in the middle of the pallet almost before. That is crazy. Well, let's get that delivered. We could probably just hand it to him. Nice, dude. And that was actually not the door. There was another door around the side. The bills are killed. And what was in this manila folder that I had was another seal. So that's what they gave you, another seal to reseal your trailer for the next stop. So let's get on to the next one. Right there to our right, we have Shaw Industries. They make a lot of carpet, I believe. That was my first pickup ever in northern Georgia, north of Atlanta. Shaw Industries. I took some laminate flooring up to a new build apartment complex area. But yeah, always brings back memories when I see that name, Shaw Industries. First load was what, August, maybe July. Got my authority. Oh, end of August. I forget the exact date, but it might be in my old videos. First load ever. I don't think I recorded it though. We had a train go by, so we had to wait for some train tracks. And this next stop's only 9 miles away. So let's get to the West Columbia stop. Here we are. This one's a little easier, a little bigger than the last one. Got a Wendy's right there. I was looking at some of the load boards out there. There's some good loads. Like, check this one out right here. It's for Friday, but still, it's Uber Freight. Not bad, right? Pretty good load. Let's see now. What do we got here? That doesn't look, kind of looks like a loading dock. But I think it's probably over to the left. I don't know what that is. Well, you could back a truck up to it, but it doesn't really have painted lines or nothing, just kind of a little platform. Oh, we got a little ramp over here. What else do we got? Oh yeah, they got a door right there. Nice, right behind us. All right, let's grab our second thing of paperwork, and yeah, a little manila folder thing. It'll be another seal for the third stop. So they give you another seal. That's kind of cool. Just bring that back to the back of the trailer, cut this other one off. And last time I just called the store. There's a little like automated system. Press 3 and you get to a person. And then I'm gonna keep this in here because last time the paperwork you can see it right there, got soaked. I'm letting it air out right now. But yeah, last time I called and they sent somebody out. So let's call again and leave the bills inside the truck this time, so they don't get too wet. All right, calling time. Got a hold of them, and she said the manager is the one who unloads it. There's a big glass trailer right here. There's only one door, and then there's that door back there. So I'm thinking that's what we're gonna get into. Let's cut this seal off and check your bills. If you have multiple stops, see how many pallets are going to each one, because they don't know if you're getting a whole truck or not. So 16 pallets are going here, and then only 2 pallets are going to my last store, which is 5 miles from here. So they're getting the bulk of this stuff, and let's get this seal cut off. There we go. The front of it. It looks like it's furniture, like patio furniture or something. Well, let's put it back in that door, and then maybe let's go get some Wendy's or something. Because they said they're going to be a bit. He's the manager, and he's with customers, she said. So I said, all right. I got one more delivery before 1 o'clock, so let me know. It's about 10:45. Told him I'd give him a hand with the hand cart. Give him a hand with the hand cart. Nice guy. But he's busy. Good old Big Lots. So always make sure you check your, there's like numbers on the pallets. Make sure it's the right pallet, because this next drop says 2 pallets, but 1857 is this guy's store, so this pallet must be the only thing going to the other store. So it says 2 pallets for the next store, but that must be all they're getting, because all the other pallets, there's 16 of them, are going to this store. So make sure you take video evidence of this kind of stuff so you don't get in trouble. But there's only 1 pallet with that store number on it, and it says 2. So if you want to have a chance to get another load on your truck and you want to make it to the next stop, sometimes you got to unload your own trailer. That's 4th time in trucking I've unloaded my own trailer, but 2 of those times was insulation from an Uber Freight load that should not have been on a 53-foot dry van. Bills number 2, signed. Also wet. Let's get on to stop 3 and then get some lunch and see if we can find a load for today. Because it's Thursday, we should be able to. Off to drop number 3. Come along with me. Let's float some gears. Let's talk about gears. This is a 10-speed Eaton Fuller. I'm empty right now. I have 1 pallet. I'll start off in 4th gear. Let the clutch off slowly. It'll grab. Don't even need to really give it fuel. It just goes on its own. And then you get up to 1,000 RPMs this slow. Let off the fuel and just drop it back in the other one. Give it a little more fuel to match it. That's all I did. No clutch at all. If I hit this switch right here, it's the Jake brake. It'll slow down the truck with the pressure of the engine using oil pressure and the valves. We are 7 miles away from the next drop, which is 1 pallet. What I think they did is they just maybe put everything on 1 pallet when they loaded it and they didn't take it off the bills, but there was only 1 pallet that had this next door number on it. So again, 4th gear, taking off, Jake brakes are off, get up a little RPM, 1500, pull it back to 5th, no clutch, just let off the fuel. Now I've hit this switch on the gear shifter, that's high side, it goes to another set of gears, let off the fuel again, drop it into 6th, now you're on the high side. Once it comes out of gear, it'll switch to high side. We got to stay pretty far left here to make this turn, so we're going to block it a little bit. And now I'm coming back to a stop. I drop it back in low gear. There's a little up and down toggle right here. High gears, low gears. You don't really ever use 1st gear unless you're extremely heavy and going up a hill. 2nd gear, 3rd gear, you don't really use those gears unless you're going up an extreme hill. But if you're really heavy, you'll start off in 2nd or 3rd sometimes, depending on if you're in a grade. And it doesn't say no turn on red, so we got a wide open left side. Let's go for it. So we did 3rd gear that time because we're on a little hill. Come up to 4th. It's all about the quickness of it too. Come off the accelerator, drop into 5th. There you go. Get back on the fuel, but don't be hard on the fuel. Just ease into it. 6th gear, back on the fuel. More RPM, 1500. Let off it. Give it a little fuel to get into it because we're going downhill. It depends on if you're going up or downhill and how heavy you are. There's 8th gear right there. And we're staying on this road for about 7 miles. Little RPM. Come off it, go to 9th gear. There we go. Jake's on. Come off a little, give it some RPM to get into 8th gear. Give it a little bit of fuel. Oh, we're light turn green. Jake's off. And on your Jakes, there's another button next to it. Up is you're only using 2 cylinders. Middle, you're using 4 cylinders. Down, you're using all 6 cylinders. That's stage 3. Plus, you're using the VGT on your turbo to help it really back pressure coming down a big hill and you're really heavy. So I like to keep it on 2. I don't like to use my VGT and my turbo too much. There we go. Quick light, 8th gear. Give a little fuel. Come down to 7th gear. And now we use the clutch. Take the Jakes off, pull it out of gear. Go back down to low side. So that is floating gears, guys. It's not that hard. It's all about, don't be jerky with it. Just gonna really beat up on your drivetrain and your U-joints. But really it's about the feel of the RPMs, and then just give it a little more fuel. If it's not going in, I'll show you right now purposely when it won't go in. I'll let the RPMs drop. So we'll go up to 4th gear, get pretty high. I'll let the RPMs drop. Won't go in. Give it a little RPM with the fuel, and it goes in. So that's when you're scratching gears. You're not matching the same RPM. That is floating gears, guys. Let's get to our next stop. Beautiful little Lexington, South Carolina, downtown. And at the end of this road, I take a right, and that's the last stop. I've never been through here before. Craft axe throwing. That was pretty fun. I did that with T-dubs one time. It's really a flick of the wrist kind of thing. You don't want to flick your wrist too hard. You want to have a nice fluid motion. Libby's on the right. Looks like a good time. Looks like some good food. Who knows? But they're busy. A little trickier than the last two. I saw this guy from the street back here, so I figured he came in from this side. And I was right, because Big Lots didn't really have an entrance to go to the back. So, I mean, I guess I could have snaked around, but I'm glad he was back here because I saw his truck. Now, this is kind of like a, yeah, I don't think I'm going to go over that. It's a little bit too deep. Well, but he did go over that. Decisions. I need to go straight ahead over there. Maybe I'll stay here and go talk to him and see if I can just bring this over by hand, because you don't want to go over stuff like this, guys. The clearance underneath your truck is pretty good, but I don't want to take any chances with any airlines or nothing. So let's get out and check this out. It's not raining right now, so maybe our last set of paperwork won't get rained out. That'd be nice. See, he went over it. I don't think I'm going to mess with that. Could be good, but nah, we're not gonna mess with it. And we can just turn back around in there if we need to with that one pallet. Let's call Big Lots. And it starts to rain again. So there is another dock on the other side of the building. I thought this was Big Lots, but they're at the very corner. So satellite images didn't go zoom in enough. But let's get in this truck and turn around. And by the way, guys, I'm gonna be selling this truck here, so I'll let you guys know first. The 2013 Cummins ISX 450 horsepower, the 10 speed, and 100,000 miles on a brand new in-frame. So I want to let you guys know first before I put it on Facebook and stuff. If you have anybody, or if you really want to get in the trucking industry, this truck has been very good to me. 3 years now in August since I bought it. Well, I bought it in July, but August was the authority, so she's a beauty. And let me know if you're interested, or if you have anybody else is. I've taken really good care of her, and probably gonna try and get right around 30 for it, because I spent $13,500 in parts just for the in-frame, but an in-frame would cost you $22 to $25. So brand new motor in there, exact same motor I'm getting in my Kenworth, but with a 10-speed. All right, let's go get this thing unloaded. Believe it or not, the first load was one box on a pallet.
Well, that's they said this is 2 pallets. Though.
Yeah, we put it both on one. There was all those, both that stuff. And that concludes today's episode of Big Lots. That guy actually knew what he was missing. He was waiting for, he's like, I was waiting for a big pallet of bottled water and soil, which we did unload at that last place, but every single pallet at the last place did have that guy's store number. So maybe that was supposed to go to him, but they labeled it wrong. Who knows? But if it says the store number's labeled on that pallet, that's the store it's going to. And he didn't need any of that stuff. He just got, he's like, whatever. I'm like, all right. Man. He's like, I'm gonna take a picture too and just tell him this is what I got. So I guess if you're in Columbia and you need some topsoil or water, go to the other store. But that'll conclude this. Let's get the load boards and see what's going on. That Uber load is pretty good for Friday. $4 a mile and 800 and something miles, but the weather up there, we'll look for something around here. I'm about 85 miles from home, so if I don't find something today, we'll try and get something for Friday. Let's see what we get. There's a couple good loads. There's one for, what was it, right by Clinton, South Carolina, going up to PA, Coyote, 2,100, and I offered 3,000, and they came back at 2,100. So that is how they do it sometimes. I don't know, is this a lake or is this a reservoir? I would have to say that's a huge lake. I think it's called Lake Prosperity, I'm not sure. Looks like there's a huge dam right there. It's pretty cool. Looks like we're driving into it. Kind of creepy. Oh, we're just going next to it. Let's go down and around it. we're going the back way back to catch around at 26. Look for loads again before I get on at 26, before I leave Columbia and head back home. There's some loads down here, but we'll see if they email us back. Meantime, let's drive by this huge dam, I think that is. There's water behind that, there's gotta be. Yeah, I mean, I wonder why they dug this out. I don't know. Anybody in the comments? Well, JB Hunt has a load too, going up to Stewart's Draft, right by where T-Dubs was born. And they told me, there's two of them, they told me that it was unfortunately not mine after I bid $3 grand and they were, well, I bid 21 and they were offering $14.50. So we shall see, but Del Taco, I had to go. I just got to get over these. Last time I kind of found an opening, but I think I'm just gonna walk down there and it opens up. This place though, yes. If you ever see one, give it a try. Thank you so much to the kind manager, because it was drive-through only, the lobby was closed. So she walked out, I guess she was interviewing someone, giving them a job, and she's like, hey, what do you need? I'm like, I got a semi, I really miss Del Taco, but I can't get in there. And she's like, just order on the app and I'll bring it to you. So that was super nice, and she gave me a free drink. So, yeah, thank you so much, Del Taco. Got some sauce, got some burritos, time to grub. It's cold out here. I think it's colder here than it was this morning. Well, let's get back to this truck, get some food, look for some loads. Had a little red spot on the map coming up here, Columbia back towards my house. We got a load, so that was awesome. Lots of loads out there, just no movement on them really. But it did say it was gonna take about 1 hour and 45 minutes to run this, which typically takes like about a little over an hour or so. We'll see what happens here, and hopefully it picks up till 8 p.m. So I'm not really worried about it, but I do want to get up there to next day delivery. And I'm gonna close out this video here with this beautiful traffic. Hopefully we were T's and P's for everyone involved, if there was anybody involved. Or if it's just construction, who knows. It's been on the map for over an hour now, it's probably not construction. But yeah, check out justtruckin.shop, please guys, that LS motor we had at the beginning, if you're interested in that kind of thing, or want to win a free truck, there you go. What are you doing, sir? What in the world are you doing? Blue Trucking. There you go. So you drive on the median there, buddy. That's a good idea. Whatever. Blue Trucking. Shaking that tree. Yeah, we'll end the note on that. Be courteous to everybody out here, guys. God bless you. And thank you so much for the support and everything else. And hopefully I can get through this. And I will be up north. A little bit of snow tomorrow for my delivery. So T's and P's for me to get there safely. T's and P's for all of you. Hope you're staying warm. God bless you. And here's a couple pictures of some of our merchandise if you're interested. JustTruckin.shop. All right, guys. T's and P's, guys. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Emergency response isn't even here yet. Oh my God, I pray he's out of there. That is bad. Wow. That's why that truck was trying to get in front of me. T's and P's, guys. He was the relief for that load, I guess. That is a bad one. Lots of prayers. Hope they all get out of that okay. That's really the end of the video now. And if you're interested in more videos like that, check out where that truck in front of us is coming in. There'll be a little extra video up to the right, and check out a little circle over here. That's how you check out the channel. God bless everybody, and let's keep them in our prayers down there.